I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church, and this is your Saturday morning preview of Sunday morning sermon, which surprisingly enough, I'm actually doing on Saturday morning. It's about almost 11 a.m., so that's still in the morning. This Sunday on the liturgical year is Christ the King Sunday. As a matter of fact, we're finishing up the liturgical year. We always end the liturgical year on Christ the King Sunday, which means, if you haven't figured it out, Advent is next Sunday. Joe Rich has already placed the Advent wreath in my office for me to check it out. So that's, you may not recognize it, but we clearly at the church and the ministers know what comes next Sunday. That also means, just throw it out there if you haven't figured it out, Thanksgiving is this week. Did y'all realize that? All that being said, I'm really looking forward to preaching this Christ the King Sunday. Our text this morning is a familiar one. It comes in the Passion where Jesus has been brought to Pilate. Now, our text is from the Gospel of John, and if you know anything about the Gospel of John, the majority of John's Gospel is the Passion. I mean, he puts a lot of time and effort from the minute Jesus comes into Jerusalem on the back of a donkey to the heartache of Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday, to the hope that's in the resurrection of the Lord. This is where John puts his effort. And therefore, when we read our text for tomorrow, you can really sense kind of this back and forth tension between Jesus and Pilate. Now, of course, Jesus historically is a life-changing figure, right? Not just throw out the theology of Jesus being the Christ. I mean, clearly the man Jesus and the impact that Jesus has on the world is life-changing. And no one would disagree with that. But the world would also recognize that in this discussion is another powerful figure, and that's Pilate. Now, we know Pilate existed. We know he was real. Therefore, this makes this text even more interesting because we have two historic figures, Jesus and Pilate. Now, Pilate was governor of Palestine, that region on the Mediterranean, which encompassed what used to be the King David's empire, what used to be really Judah and Israel combined. I should have done it this way: Judah, Israel combined. But also it would be modern day Israel and Lebanon and parts of Syria. I mean, it's that swath right there. Pilate was a powerful individual. In doing history on the Roman Empire, that swath of land will actually be known as the cradle of Caesars, meaning that later on in the Roman Empire, that's where many of the great generals will come from. That's where later they will be promoted to be Caesar or emperor. So it's a powerful place. And it's a powerful place because it controls both what we would call the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere, right? Europe and Africa. That's a lot of responsibility for one man. Now, Pilate's no just run-of-the-mill soldier. He's learned. He's educated. In fact, he fancies himself as a soldier philosopher. Pilate is also cutthroat. He gets in trouble many times with Rome for the way that he treated the natives within Palestine. You know, Rome was very clear. You pay your taxes, we can get along. Pilate made it really clear. There should be no hint of revolution. And this is why the chief priest and the teachers of the law, they bring Jesus to Pilate. Not because they view him as a heretic, right? But Pilate doesn't care about Roman theology. What he does care about is insurrection. And that's why Jesus stands before Pilate. But of course, the problem is Pilate has this one image of what a leader and a king should look like, and it looks nothing like Jesus. Pilate even asked Jesus, "Are you a king?" Jesus, of course, replied, "Well, you say I'm a king, but I'll tell you this, I did come into this world in order that the world may know the truth, and all who know the truth will follow me." So, of course, Pilate asked probably one of the most important questions that's ever been asked. What is truth? Someday we're going to really kind of look at what does it mean to declare Jesus Christ as our King. What does that really mean? And I think my conclusion is that what it means is that nothing should ever come between us and Jesus. That's what it means. We'll flesh that out more, of course. But I think that that's where I am today. Nothing nor no one should come between me and my Savior. Listen, I hope to see you on Christ the King Day. And I hope to confess with you that Jesus Christ is our King. I hope you have a great day and a great Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow. And of course, it's not turning my phone. It's just not working. I don't know why I have this. Y'all have a great day.